Physically Active for Life, Motor Skill Mini Lessons for Teachers on the Move. Catching with launchboards. Catching is receiving and controlling an object, and is one of the skills needed to be successful in playing the variety of childhood games. Learning how to catch is a difficult skill for most young children. Children have difficulty learning to catch because they may not have developed mature throwing skills. To catch a ball, the child must throw the ball into the air, find it in the air, track it with the eyes, and position the body and hands for a catch. Many young children simply are not ready to combine all of these elements in order to be successful at catching. A great way to help children achieve catching success is to use a launchboard. Launchboards eliminate the need for being able to accurately toss an object into the air in order to catch. When a child steps on one end of the board, a beanbag or ball on the other end flies into the air directly in front of the child. This gives the child a good chance to catch the beanbag. Launchboards are easy to make. Use 1/4 or 3/8 inch thick birch plywood, 30 inches long and 5 inches wide. 7 inches from one end, attach a 5-inch long, 1 1/2 inch diameter dowel with glue and screws. The instructional routine for introducing catching using the launchboards is as follows. Place a beanbag or small ball on the launch end of the board. Walk around to the other end of the board and hold your hands out ready to catch. Raise your foot and stomp on the end of the board. As the beanbag flies into the air in front of you, clap your hands around the beanbag and catch it. Many children will initially have trouble coordinating the acts of picking up the foot and stomping on the board. They may stomp in the wrong place or miss completely. It helps to draw an X or paint a child's footprint on the board as a target to direct the child where to stomp. As children get better at catching, they can be challenged with more difficult tasks, such as see how high you can make the beanbag go and still catch it, or see if you can catch the beanbag with one hand. As a challenge, do not limit children to catching only beanbags or small balls. Other catchable objects, such as small stuffed animals, provide children with additional catching challenges. Catching skills are difficult for young children to master, and using a launchboard is a great way to help them get started learning this challenging skill. As children practice and improve their skills, teachers will observe that children become more successful if they watch the object as it moves through the air and hold their hands out in front of their bodies ready to attempt the catch. By age 6, most children should be able to catch a small ball tossed into the air and be well on their way to having one of the physical skills helpful to becoming physically active and healthy for life.